Hi, everybody, and welcome. Today is Monday, June 23rd, and we're on our way a little bit late, but we again had a little technical issue. What can we say? We're going to continue now with Know Yourself and how it's related to your own personal self-worth. We started this month out talking about conscious living starts with you. In the last 2 weeks, we actually have two more weeks to go. And Ellen has four key elements she's going to share with us. I don't know if we're going to do them all today, but she's going to share them with us. So everybody, welcome my good friend Ellen Suazo.
Thank you, everyone. Happy Monday. And today, what I would love to share with you is a story that struck me. And every time I read the story, it always does strikes me. And this story is about a Cherokee who's telling his grandson a fairy tale. And he tells him that there's two wolves in our minds, and that there's so then he said, there's two wolves in our minds, always constantly talking to us and influencing in the way we act and the way we live our lives. And so he said, but the one you have to be very careful which one you feed daily. And so the grandson said to her, "By Grandpa, how do you know which one do you feed daily?" And he said, "Well, the one that you always feeding is the one that will grow." Meaning that if your thoughts are always negative, your outcome will be negative and you will feel down, you feel depressed, your self-worth will be down. Yet, if you feed positive, or you feed your mind daily positive and uplifting information, then that will feed the positive mind of yourself, and it will help you increase and grow yourself, increase your self worth and grow yourself. So it's very important that we always pay attention. Who are we feeding? Are we feeding the negative thoughts, or are we feeding the positive thoughts? And this is a battle that we all have. We have these voices inside of us, and we're always struggling with ourselves. And a lot of times I tell my clients, most of the time there's a battle within ourselves, and we find ourselves in the middle of it, and many times not knowing which one to listen to. So it's very important that we learn to listen to the positive side of us, the one that uplifts us. And so, two of the keys that we're discussing today in illustrating through using this story is nourishing yourself. Meaning, what are you putting in your mind on a daily basis? Okay, what are you reading? What type of music are you listening to? What type of programs are you watching, whether it's TV or videos? Everything that you put in is feeding your mind on a daily basis. Even as we go drive or walk and we see the advertisement or we hear people speak, we can choose, do we pay attention to that? Is that uplifting? Is that serving us? Will that serve us? How it will serve us if we engage into it? It's very important. Okay, so the other thing is the second thing that we're gonna cover today is becoming aware. This uncovering your awareness. And when you uncover your awareness, in order for you to know that you're paying attention to the negative side or the positive, that allows you to be aware. You must be aware, because otherwise, if you just walk in zombies and you just reacting to life, now that means that you're not aware of what's going on inside of you. Okay, I'm speaking about inside of you, because remember that we said that in order for us to increase our self-worth is from within out. It's not from the outside sources, it's inside of ourselves. So we must go within all the time and uncover and become aware of what is serving us, what is good for us. Okay, I have this every morning. I like to read this. It's a 365 Science of Mind. And this book, I read it, I bought it last year for the first time. But before that, I used to read a magazine, Science of Mind, where I have a daily readings. And every morning, I read something before I start my day that it is short, but it allows me to ground myself and at the same time to help to start a day in the right note. Okay, and when I don't do it, I can feel the difference. So that's something that I want you to stay aware of. Okay.
Ellen, if we don't really feed ourselves with something like that in the morning or through the day, is there like a if we don't help ourselves, does our mind usually go towards the negative stories in ourself or to the positive stories? Do you have a feeling about that?
I think that most of the time, as we grow and become more aware of ourselves, we have less negative thoughts. And for me to tell you that is you're never gonna have negative thoughts, that would be a lie. We all do, But what I notice is that, and this is not just from me, but what I notice even from my mentors, and is that the more you work on yourself, the less negative thoughts you have. So, and that is due to the fact that you're feeding on a daily basis, you're feeding positive and inspiring and things that will help you grow and become better. Okay, so that's the difference.
Tell me what you mean by working on yourself. I know it's probably obvious, but tell me what you mean by working on yourself.
Okay, so working on yourself means that on a daily basis, because you're aware of who you number one, remember last week we spoke about knowing who you are. So because you know who you are and now you're aware of who you are and what thoughts you have, now you are becoming a better person. Okay, not just a better person for others, but for yourself too. You are happier, you're more joyful. Things seems to be flowing in your life with more ease and grace. And I'm not saying that you're not gonna have challenges. We are going to have challenges, yet we're not going to be in a reactive mode. We're going to come from a place of being proactive, of seeing the problems from a higher place rather than meeting the problems in the same level. So when I say working on yourself, it means that you read on a daily basis something that will help you mind. You will read books that will enhance your knowledge. You will listen to great music that will uplift your spirit and it will inspire you. You will watch programs that will help you expand your mind, your knowledge, and not only that, but you will act. You will take actions that will help you become a better person and live on purpose, and be happier. Because really, life is about living here happy. It's about being happy and healthy. That's what everyone wants. One way or another, that's our goal, to find happiness and to be healthy.
This might put you on a little bit of a spot, but would be maybe one or two books that come to your mind that you might suggest somebody start out to work on their self worth and their self happiness and their mind that you're talking about now? Is there maybe one book or one author?
Well, one of the things that I can suggest that you should do is you may read books, and there's many books out there. You can watch videos nowadays with YouTube. You can go inspirational videos. I usually post many videos online. And another thing that I like to tell my clients to do is that when you read a book, do your best to kind of write down quotes either on your phone or on a notepad, something that that will always help you come back and ground you. That is very helpful. And so definitely reading books, I would say reading books, watching videos that inspire you, that helps you increase your knowledge nowadays, because I understand that everyone learns different, and some of us, by listening, it works perfect. Some of us, we need to watch something inspiring. You know, when we watch a video or a movie, a documentary, that help us understand better and we can engage better. And some of us, reading is our best way of gaining information and becoming a better person.
Ellen, how do we really know that we're maybe feeding the wrong wolf? If it's the thoughts and we think we're doing the right things, but maybe we're not sure whether we're feeding the wrong wolf or we're feeding the right wolf. Could you maybe give us an idea of how maybe feeding the wrong wolf shows up in our life?
That's easy. That's easy because you can see it manifested in your life. You know, just look around, who your friends are. Yours, if you have a job, who's working with you, and how's your environment around you? How do you feel? Do you feel happy? Do you feel sad? Most likely, when we are full of negative thoughts, we are sad, depressed, we see life from the dark side, or there's no hope. That's negative. Yet when we're more positive, or I like to say, when we are in connection with who we truly are, which is love, peace, and joy, we happy most of the times, and even though that we go through challenges in life, we seem to be able to see that there's the light at the end of the tunnel, because at the end of the story, we go through challenges. I always say, for the last few weeks I've been going through some challenges myself, and you know what, I know in my heart that all is going to be okay. Why? Because I have had a few challenges in my life, and I have seen and I have experienced that there's light, there's hope at the end of the tunnel. And not only that, but because I have learned to see the problems from above and not meet the problems from the same level, so that comes with time. I have to tell you, it comes with time. It doesn't happen overnight, but I can promise you that if you begin today, you will feel the difference. If you start meditating, reading early in the morning, and before you start your day, you begin meditating, even if you just say thank you to whoever you want to say thank you. Thank you for this life. Thank you for this day. Be grateful for everything that you have in your life. If you start your day like that, and then you have a reading, something, a quote, an affirmation, something that help you get you in the right track on a daily basis. You see, and you will see it little by little. You will see how your life is changing, not because everything around you is changing, but because you are changing.
Ellen, most of us need to be held accountable for things like that. And so if somebody's out there not sure that they're going in the direction or they want to get in the right direction and feeding the right wolf, how would they get in touch with you, and what would be maybe an initial consultation sound like that you would help them get started feeding the correct and the right wolf?
So the first thing is, definitely, I'm glad that you brought that up. I haven't been able to be where I'm at by myself. And a lot of times we like to think that we can do this by ourselves, but it's impossible. I will be lying to you if I tell you that I have come and I'm here where I'm at by myself. No, I have hired coaches, I have mentors, and that those mentors and those coaches have helped me to be the person that I am today. And so that's the reason why I really believe in coaching others. So having a coach is very important. If you want to connect with me, you can email me at esuazo39@gmail.com, or you can comment it under this video, and I will connect with you right away. And what I want to say to you is that our first session, I usually waive your consultation for the first session, and from there we can take a look at where you are and what needs to be done for you, or what is it that what your goals are and what you want to achieve in your life.
So as we get near the end here, everybody, the only thing holding you back is to start. And there's no reason you should be giving her a call, or at least initial consultation, to see, for your own sake. You can tell by the way Ellen talks, she really wants to help you and everybody else out there. So just Get in touch with her, connect with her, see if it works for you, and if it does, fine. If it don't, but your life will be better afterwards. Say goodbye, Ellen.
Goodbye. Thank you.